Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Kim with another video for y'all. What's up? What's up? I hope all is well with each and every one of you guys. If you are new and this is your first time here, welcome home. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know what it is, okay? My ANA gang, my GOAT gang. What's up? Authentically me. So, I was meditating on this reading before I decided to do it, okay? Um, This reading is for you if you clicked on it. You're not here for no reason, okay? This is for those who feel disconnected, those who feel like they're getting no contact, those who are brokenhearted, hurting, in pain, those who are mentally being challenged right now, those who are crash outs, those who are struggling with anything right now. This reading is for you. I was hearing my soul cries, okay? Now, I don't know if y'all ever been through shit in life where your soul cry, but sometimes I feel like mine cry every day. It don't just cry for humanity, but it cry for the personal things I've been through, okay? Um, it's the reason why I'm here. So, with that being said, I was hearing this song. It's called, well, I was hearing these lyrics. I don't really know who sings this song. I believe Sam Cooke, but don't quote me on that. But I'm going to pin the song in the description box below for you guys can go back and listen to. But I was hearing say something, I'm giving up on you. Now, when I heard these lyrics, I'm like, okay, Spirit. Now, I'm hearing these lyrics. Who is it for? It's for my collective, is what I heard. So this is a collective reading. And as I begin to think about who this reading could be for as it pertains to my collective, I was getting it could be for somebody else. It can be for the collective, those who are battling they self, and it can be those who are feeling this way about God. So I wanted to speak on each and every one of these things today. Um, and hopefully you get something by the end of this reading. A lot of times people tell me, oh, your readings and the things you say and feel are negative, right? It's always sad or, you know, it's always negative. Well, first of all, people only want to address the good things, okay? But you ever wonder why you can only remember the traumatic things in life? Because these things hit you harder. So, me being an empath, I just pick up on things that feel harder for others. Like I do work nobody else want to do. I deal with the shadow work, unfortunately. I deal with everything I feel, which is nothing but hurt and pain, unfortunately. Story of my life. I can't help it. I wish it was different for me, but it's not. This is my calling. This is why God chose me, okay? He elected me to feel others' pain as well as my own. And sometimes I have to know the difference, okay? So in this case, I'm feeling like it's not just me that might be feeling this way. It's many of you guys out there, okay? Um, Whether you feel this way about yourself, God, or somebody else, okay? This is important. See, life can drain us sometimes. And when I keep looking over here, it's because I took notes. I really do meditate on my readings before I just bring anything to y'all. Like, see, a lot of readers get on here and they just give y'all what y'all want to hear. I tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Things that really help you grow and evolve in life. People are really having a hard time with struggling with life, coping with life, and dealing with life. And that is why I'm here. Maybe you guys can help me as well. You know, y'all help me too in these ways. It's not just me here to help y'all. Like, I'm not no professional anything. I don't get paid to do this. I do it because I love to do it. It's just in me. Sometimes things are not on you, they're just in you, you know? So, speaking about life again, it can sometimes be very draining, especially if you one that's constantly doing work to heal and you trying to like really clear karmic debt out here and really trying to move forward in life, really trying to live in your life purpose, okay? But sometimes it's our plan, like I tell my kids all the time, it's our plan and it's God's plan. And God's plan always trump ours, okay? Um, We are the creators, but God is the ultimate creator. And that's something that we can never forget, okay? Sometimes we go through things in life that are draining, that are hard to deal with and cope with. And that's when we have to remember that everything is not in our control. Everything is not for us to control, but God. Trust me, this is hard for me, even being a reader sometimes, okay? So if you feel like you have no support system from somebody else, you're doing everything by yourself, and even God has forsaken you, this reading is for you, okay? It can feel like that sometimes. Like, even when you're surrounded by people that you call your family, immediate family. Some of us have a big support system. Some of us don't have that, right? So even that play a role in your life and how things play out and work out for you, okay? And sometimes our family is not blood. We create our own family through total strangers who God appoints in our lives that care for us and love us even more, that treat us even better, right? So that is why I'm here with you guys as well. You are my soul family. At times, I felt like nobody else could resonate with me, but you guys did. Not everybody in the spiritual community. I'm spiritual, I'm not of no religion. And I really don't even click with a lot of spiritual people either. I don't know. I'm just different and unique in that way. I take from everything, but I don't apply everything to life. Y'all need to know that about me. It was times where I felt like I had little or no support, right? No support system. But I come from a very big family on both sides, my mom and my dad's side. So just because you got family don't mean they always gonna be there for you or you're gonna feel that support from them. Okay. It's really every man out there self in this bitch, right? It's really hard for somebody to be there for somebody else sometimes because they trying to be there for themselves. So y'all need to acknowledge that and keep that in mind as well. Sometimes it's not that others don't want to be there for you, it's that they can't. Okay? And if I'm not looking in the camera, I have a problem with just always looking directly at y'all. And plus I be thinking, so I be all over the place. So don't think I'm not talking to you or not paying attention to you because I'm not looking at you. I just wanted to say that. So yeah, so if you're feeling like alone and you're feeling like you have been forsaken by others, you know, even God and sometimes even yourself, you know, it's okay. These are very real feelings that we go through in life. You're not wrong for feeling that way. You could be feeling that way because it's things that you need to heal that's coming up, or it's still things that lessons that you need to learn, okay, and conquer. And sometimes during those lessons and those times that you need to heal, it will feel like nobody is there. It will feel like God is not there, and that's because it's work that you need to do. And you cannot do it if somebody else doing it for you. You cannot do it if God just keep picking you up, okay? So keep that in mind too. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. Me, personally, this is my biggest problem. I tend to have to be my own parent sometimes. And it's not because I don't have parents. Both of my parents are still alive. But I'm not there with my parents. I've always been this independent person. So certain times I have to be my own parent. And that means you have to listen to yourself. And sometimes that's the hardest thing for us to do. We don't listen to our intuition. We don't, or we switch up and change things out around. We say one thing, we do something different. And it's not easy being your own parent all the time, okay? um, you could become your own worst enemy, criticizing yourself more than anybody, or just being mad and angry at yourself as well as God. um, and this is because most of us don't know how to deal with what we're going through. We don't understand why we keep repeating things, keep coming across things, why things keep happening to us sometimes. And that can be frustrating, okay? And it's okay to be frustrated sometimes. It really is. It's not okay to be angry and lash out on others, even on God. But sometimes I am guilty of this, right? I've done it. so I can talk about it. I have to always go back and ask for forgiveness and apologize to myself and even God, okay? It's okay though to have these feelings is what I want to tell y'all. Some people in society make it a sin, a a law, the lowest thing you could possibly do to be mad at yourself or God. But these things happen. You're a spiritual being first having a human experience. So it is okay to feel different emotions and feelings. We are designed to feel these things. Hello, love. Thank you guys who are joining today. I just ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel because I do notice most people that's not subscribed watch me. But yeah, getting back to the message. These emotions, these feelings we have, people will tell you to suppress them. For example, for a man, they say it's not okay to cry. It is okay to cry. Um, so many men deal with so much inside and don't share their feelings and emotions because people make them feel this way. I'm here to tell you it is okay to cry. You are a spiritual being first, having a human experience. And God built us with these feelings and emotions. So who is to say they are right or wrong? It's not God, it's people, okay? Man is the number one reason why man is failing in humanity today. So that's why Tupac said it. You know, God said it. Don't depend on man. Don't put your trust and faith in man because they'll let you down every time, right? Or they'll make you feel some type of way. And that's not okay. It's not okay for somebody else to make you feel like you can't go within. It's not okay for somebody else to make you feel like you can't have your own personal relationship with God and can't express your emotions and feelings with God or even with thyself in ways where it's not always appropriate or seem fit for everybody, or comfortable for everybody. It's okay sometimes that it's uncomfortable. It's okay that sometimes it come random. It's okay that sometimes these feelings and emotions are of upset and frustration and, anger towards yourself and God. It's a very real thing. Okay? So it's okay to ask yourself why. Sometimes we beat ourselves up. Asking, why did I do that? Why did I fuck up? Why did I just do that? Why did I say that? Why did I do these things? Why did I just give up? Because some people do, okay? Those people that became successful, let me tell y'all something. They didn't get there by never failing. They didn't get there the first time, okay? They got there by trial and error. They got there by giving up sometimes. They got there by starting over. They got there by just being, you know, embodying the energy of perseverance. I can't say that word. Or by just, working hard and being persistent, not giving up, okay? So it's okay to ask yourself why, though. It's okay to even ask God why. Some people say don't question God. That's so far from the truth. Like, why is it that you can go talk to God, but you can't question God? So see, you can't just listen to everything on the internet. Everything is not true. You can't just listen to everything people say. Like, and first and foremost, never, never, never believe in something somebody else say, but you don't believe in what you feel. Because we designed in such a perfect, unique, and mysterious way that we built with these things: intuition, discernment, feelings, right? So sometimes we get bad feelings and they be for valid reasons, to warn us, to save us, to help us. So never ignore your feelings, okay? Some people say, oh, you always in your feelings. So what? Some of us feel more than others. Be able to control your feelings. Be able to know what feelings are yours versus somebody else's. Because some of us are empaths and we pick up on energy like a sponge. You will be soaked in pain if you don't know how to discern or distinguish what's yours and what's not. Okay? especially if you Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, not just that, any water sign energy. Okay, um, we just feel more than others. Okay, some of us, but it's okay to ask why, cause that's where the clarity come in at. Okay, if people didn't ask why, you know, we wouldn't have clarity about certain things, right? We wouldn't know certain things. We wouldn't know why certain things happen. We wouldn't know, these things. So it's okay to ask why. God built some of us with curiosity, which is also a gift, okay? It's all on how you look at it, okay? Learn too how to forgive. I'm not telling you to forget how somebody did you, right? No, because I'm big on this. I'm big on trying to forgive those who wronged me or hurt me. Y'all should see me sometimes going around trying to mend things because people not big enough or they don't know how to be the bigger person and do it themselves. Me doing soul work and trying to cleanse my soul and energy and try to forgive as much as I can. I do this. I go around tell those who hurt me or wronged me in some type of way, or even those who I might have grudges against or feel some type of way about. And I say, okay, Kim, how can you fix this? I ask the questions. I ask why it got like that. And I ask if I can just try to like fix things or mend things with this person. No matter how heavy the hurt, the pain is, the drama, I try to face it head on rather than running from it or rather than just always holding it on to it, because sometimes we'll find that holding on to things only affect us and our spirit and our energy life, right? Like that other person not feeling that way, that hurt you or pained you or wronged you in some type of way. They just going about their life, but at the end of the day, we can't get over these things because we haven't healed them. So I do actually do the work. I don't just tell y'all to do it, okay? I try to lead by example, not only for y'all, but for my children, okay? I have to. I'm a firm believer in you can't tell nobody else nothing if you're not doing it yourself. That's just fucking bananas. It's just how, okay? So I'm a firm believer in trying to forgive somebody, right? Sometimes you could forgive a person and damn, they done got you again. They done fucking punked you again. They done tricked you again. Yeah, but that's when you know, okay, now I can't forgive you and I won't forget, okay? So again, I'm not telling you to forget what somebody did to you. Sometimes you can forgive them and you cannot ever fuck with them again. No matter how much you love them, maybe you don't even love them. Even if it's just a person that wronged you in some type of way. You could still forgive them, but never forget it, okay? Never give them the opportunity to do it again. I believe in second chances, sometimes third, fourth, fifth. Believe me, nothing ever really changed though when I gave people chance after chance after chance. It just stayed the same or gotten worse. But I still know how to forgive those people. But I will never forget. There's a lot of things I will never forget. I will never forget how people played me, played in my face. I will never forget how they did me just to make somebody else feel comfortable. I will never forget how they did me but didn't do somebody else. It's a lot of things I will never forget coming from people. These people I love, these people I don't fuck with, these is friends, these is lovers, these is my children, these is everybody as a whole. When I'm talking about people, it's a lot of things I won't forget, but I will forgive, okay? Because at the end of the day, if there is a heaven or a hell, and I'm honestly gonna say I don't know. It's okay not to know. So many people like, oh, if you don't know which side you on, you're going to hell anyway. Miss me with all that, okay? Because the whole thing about that is categories and labels, okay? People always trying to categorize some shit or label some shit. From race on down to fucking a relationship, okay? Miss me with all that. Sometimes it's okay not to know. God knows we wasn't here way back in AD time and BC time, okay? So I'm comfortable with saying I don't know everything. I'm a reader that's gonna tell you I don't know everything, and sometimes I'm wrong, okay? And that's because I'm also human, okay? Sometimes I'm not gonna be full on Like, even with these readings, I'm not gonna be full on right. Like, I done did readings with my own children, for example, and of course they 18 and over, but I done readings and been a little bit off, okay, or been I done got it right, but I done also brought up other things. Like, it's like this. Sometimes when my energy not right, I cannot do readings, so I will turn people down. Like, because my energy, that will allow my energy to be scattered, or for me to pick up messages and not be on point. You understand what I'm saying? So, saying all that to say this, sometimes I'm not right. Sometimes I don't know. I wasn't here. I go a lot off of personal life experience. That's why a lot of things I've talked to, I've been through, or I've talked about, I've been through. A lot of things I try to help y'all with, I've been through. So I'm living testimony, walking and breathing this shit, okay? Living this shit, okay? So I need y'all to understand that. Um, but we have to do certain things to help us to heal, to be able to still cope with life, okay? To be able to still be strong willed. And when I say strong willed, some people lose the will to live, which, damn, that's fucked up. When you get to that point, it's just like, damn, you start to see things so different, to the point where nothing seems ever like it's going to be all right. Or you don't feel like you can come back from shit. And I've gotten there before, been in the dumps of the darkness, okay? So I can talk about it. I had to bring myself out of some very black, deep, dark holes, okay? Me and me alone, me and God, okay? I am nothing without God. Whatever that higher power is, I can't live in this world without it, okay? So I have to believe in that higher power. I must, okay? I've been through things in life where I know it exists, okay? I can't tell you what it looked like. I can't. This the realest shit that you ever gonna hear from anybody. I can't tell you what it looked like, you know, because I've never seen it. I've heard it. I've came in contact with it. I've dealt with it. I've felt it, okay? Um, we can communicate in those ways, very mysterious ways. Everything is a frequency. Everything is a vibration. If you don't know that, you need to learn that, okay? Nothing is solid. Even me, you looking at me right now, my hand ain't even solid, okay? It just appears that way, okay? These are my real nails, by the way. So one is broke. Ain't nothing I could do about that, okay? Anyway, we have to learn how to heal things, and within ourselves first and foremost, and then we can heal others. But God heals us all in mysterious ways, and this is one way, and this is why I'm a reader. Okay, I'm not like any other reader on YouTube. Okay, you cannot compare me with no other reader, because I'm just unique and different in that way. I've even felt out of place being a reader on YouTube, because I do things so different, and I'm so different from a lot of them. And that's okay. We all are unique and different in our own way. I gotta drink some coffee, y'all. Give me a minute. Not being dramatic. That just almost went down the wrong pipe, almost choked. Trying to hurry up and drink it. But yeah, I always say sometimes when I'm going through things, right? Sometimes I don't know how to help nobody else or help heal nobody else, because I can't heal myself. Sometimes I be feeling like that. Sometimes I be like, how I'm gonna heal people in my family if I can't heal myself? How I'm gonna heal humanity when I can't help myself? I'm not Jesus. I'm not God, okay? So I'm not gonna be able to heal everybody. And that's just what I came to conclusion to feel like. I'm not going to be able to heal everybody. I'm not going to be able to heal everybody within my family. I'm not going to be able to heal every one of my kids. I'm not going to be able to heal everyone in humanity. That's why it's a lot of us, okay? That's only a reality, and a truth that I came up with, because, it's just too big, okay? I'm not God. That job is too big for me, okay? But I'm going to try. I'm going to try with everything in me to heal whoever I can, okay? Um, And as for me, I'ma always be a work in progress, okay? I'ma always fluctuate because I'm energy, I'm vibration as well, back and forth, okay? We have these two extremes. We have this good extreme where you can be overly good, okay, or holy. We have this other extreme where you can be overly evil or bad, okay? Come on now, y'all know what I'm saying. It's always a medium though, and that makes us the best we can be, okay? That's my truth. And I'm sticking to it. Okay. So I'm somewhere in the middle or trying to be and stay there. Okay. Um, I find myself though often drifting on this scale. If you look at this as a line, this is a scale. And this being the good, this being the bad, or this being the most holy and this being the most evil, we all in the middle, right? We got some people that's over there though on that evil side. We got some people that's over there on that holy side. Okay, they think they holier than God even. Okay, come on now. Y'all gotta feel me, but I'm somewhere in the middle. Okay, and am I trying to get there? Everybody is trying to get to that holy space or that holy place or heaven. But you know, some people are in hell. Some people are evil, right? We got both. Okay. And then we got these people that's in the medium. And that's what get me about the Bible when they say, oh, you're not supposed to be warm, lukewarm, or in medium. Why not? Why not? I mean, because there's only so much a person can do or take, right? Let's just be honest. Let's just keep it 100 for a minute. Why not? Because I know I don't want to be on that evil side. And I know I'm not that holy person that I'm trying to get to. Okay? I'm me authentically. So being real is telling y'all I'm somewhere in the middle. Okay? And that's just who I am. Love me or leave me the fuck alone. That's who God created me to be. Am I trying to strive for greatness? Of course. I've said it since I was a little girl. Okay? I'm a grown ass woman now, and I'm still trying to strive for greatness or to get there. So it can take a lifetime for some of us, multiple lifetimes. Understand that, okay? I need y'all to understand that. So yeah, am I trying to get there? Of course. God knows our heart, our souls, okay? We cannot trick or fool God. Know that. So when I say my soul cry, my soul really do cry, okay? It really do cry because I'm trying to get there and I actually do the work. And sometimes it could be disappointing, even for myself as a reader, that damn, I ain't there yet. Damn, I'm not there yet. We have to have patience with ourselves during healing process, okay, when it comes to helping ourselves and others, okay, when it comes to this thing called life. We have to have patience. They say patience is a virtue. I hate it. And I don't hate anything. I just dislike it. I dislike it very much. Like, I'm the most impatient, zero tolerance type of person, okay? I really have to work on things. God has given me so many situations where He made me have to sit there and wait just so I can develop patience, which pissed me off because it's like kill me already sometimes. Like, I don't want to wait anymore. Like, you feel me? But we have to have patience. Is needed, is necessary. That's all I can say about that. Um, Practice letting go and surrendering, because sometimes it's just easier to say fuck it. The bitches in the back, like, did she just say that? Yes, I did. Sometimes it's easier to just say fuck it. Why you say that, Kim? I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Because sometimes we hold on to so much grief, anger, whatever the emotions is, feelings and emotions. We hold on to so much and it pile up and it weighs you down. It gets heavy. Okay? So when you let it go, you say fuck it. It's like the Ten of Wands. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. You are willingly carrying all that heavy ass weight. Okay. If you Planet Fitness, okay. If you the gym, that's fine. But you not that. You're a human being, a spiritual being having a human experience. So all that weight is not designed for you to carry all that time. Sometimes. Sometimes you have to let it go. So drop the wands is what I'm hearing. Drop the weight. Say fuck it. I done did it. I don't care what you're going through. Right now, I'm in the middle of a storm. And when I say storm, I'm trying so hard for it not to turn into a fucking hurricane, a tsunami out this bitch. But I'm going through a storm. I done got wet. I done got rained on. I done walked through weather that had thunder and lightning, okay? In my life. I'm going through that right now. But I'm hoping it don't be a tsunami. I'm hoping it don't drown me. I'm hoping it don't overtake me. I'm hoping I don't get lost at sea. You hear me? I'm hoping the waves don't come swallow my little ass up. I'm little as hell. You hear me? But I still get up, do my hair, so I don't look like it, so I feel better. You know? I still get up and try to drop some of those wands if I don't drop them all, okay? I might hold on to 5 of them, but I done dropped 5 of them. The 5 of wands is what I'm seeing now. And I haven't even gotten into the cards yet, but I'm seeing these clairvoyantly in my mind's eye. That's still conflict, pettiness, arguments, fights, other people being in competition with you, you comparing and competing. Fuck all that, okay? It's always going to be people, though, that's competitive. Why? Because we have this Aries and Mars energy, and everybody got it in them somewhere in their chart, okay? We need that energy. It's very necessary for us to do certain things and be ambitious and achieve goals in life. So it's very necessary. You see, all these feelings and emotions and things are very necessary. So yeah, sometimes it's necessary to let go and say fuck it. Sometimes it's necessary to just surrender. Okay? Surrender to whatever the fuck you're going through in life and let God. Let go and let God. God say in the Bible, stand and know that I am God. Now, if you're not standing or sitting your ass the fuck down, stand also means sit your ass the fuck down. Okay? In hood ghetto terms. Okay? They say you can't take the ghetto out of the person. You can, but hey, somewhere it's always in us, okay? It's always there. But anyway, sometimes you gotta surrender, okay, and let go, because it just feel better. It lightens the mood, it lightens your energy, it lightens your spirit, your soul, all that. So when you letting go and you surrendering and you just saying, fuck it, this is what you're doing, you are healing. Even though it don't seem that way. It definitely will feel that way, okay? Sometimes you got to stand again and let God, okay? You out here trying to do everything by yourself, running around like a chicken with your motherfucking head cut off. You trying to do this, you trying to do that. Believe me, I done did it. That's why I can talk about it. I'm doing it every day, most of the time, because I'm so independent. Sometimes you could be independent so much that you run everybody the fuck away. Your man, your friends, your family, everybody, because you want to do everything by your motherfucking self. You want to do everything alone, and you got this, right? But that shit get heavy. That shit get heavy, and it be a pride thing for most people. Come on now. Y'all gotta feel me. Like the video if you feel me. You gotta feel me. It be a pride and ego thing. You got to kill that. You got to kill that energy. You got to kill the ego. You got to surrender. You got to let go. Some of y'all, this is your life purpose here, and this is what you're here to do, and you don't even know that. So you doing this all your damn life, only for God to tell you, sit your ass down. Stand and know that I am God. Let me do some shit. Why you always trying to do everything on your own? God will put you in some situations where your pride getting exposed. Now you looking crazy. You feeling crazy. You feeling like, damn. God teaching you how to be humble because now he done took you off your pedestal. So now you just feeling like the others. Okay? People under the stairs or us, the people downstairs, if y'all know these movies. Okay? You're feeling like the less fortunate now. You're feeling like those that you thought you were so highly over. Okay? God done pulled you down to your damn knees. They said, God said, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. So it don't matter when, but it's true. You feel me? It's going to happen for you because it happened for me and it happened for everybody, says God. Okay? So pull it together. Okay? Be humble. Kanye said it best. Sometimes we don't even No, when we in our ego or when we being arrogant, right? So you get brought with situations and you get put in situations where God had to humble your ass, okay? And trust and believe me, he done did it with me too. That's why I can talk about it. Um, Unfortunately, with my life, God take me through so many personal life experiences so that I can tell you guys about it. I feel so exposed, so vulnerable sometimes. I don't even want to talk about certain things. But this is what I'm here to do. It's my calling. So I must. I'm not ashamed of who I am. It made me who I am today. I'm not ashamed of where I came from or what I've been through. It made me a better person. It made me who I am today. And I'm glad sometimes because I was terrible when I think about it. Sometimes my attitude was stank or just fucked up, you know? So I'm glad God changed me. You know that song, I know I've been changed. And they sing that song with such conviction. Okay, because I really felt that shit in my soul. Because that's me. If I didn't change, I'd probably be dead or in jail right now. Y'all, real shit. I'm from the hood. Okay? I've definitely been in life and death situations where I done came very close to unaliving people and being unalived, okay? And I'm not proud of that. But it was God that brought me through that. You know, it was God that brought me through that. That invisible higher power that loved me enough to say, Kim, that ain't your path. That ain't your calling. That ain't for you. You know what I mean? And it's shit that made me like, damn, how did that happen? Or why didn't that happen? Like God, that I realized it was only God that saved me, not man, not my peoples that was right beside me in the bullshit, ready for me to go to jail, ready be right beside me, going to war with me over some bullshit that could have took my life or some type of way. It was God that said, no, baby, I can't let you go out like that. God loved me enough to correct me. You see? So I'm thankful for these experiences. All of them I'm not proud of. And all of them I don't talk about. But a lot of them I do. Okay? Because they shaped me into who I am today. And some of y'all being shaped, going through these same things. You know? And sometimes you have no idea how strong you are until you go through some shit or until you've been through some shit. You have no idea how you're going to come out on the other side. Well, that's faith. When you still striving and still going and still hoping and that's faith. Because faith is what it is. Not blindly. Not we ain't talking about blind faith where you just blindly following some shit, right? But faith is things hoped for but not seen. So when you have blind faith, you blindly following some shit. A religion, a trend, whatever. You just going with it. But really don't know it to be true. This ain't that over here on this channel. We know these things to be true. Okay? Just like I know these cars work, but I don't know how they work. Energetically, I guess. It's the only thing I came up with. Energetically, it pick up on feelings and emotions. Okay? Energetically, it work like that. Vibration and frequency. That's how they work. People ask, how do those kit cards work? I wondered that when I first started looking at readings and before I even picked up a tarot card to do it myself. I was appalled, like, and so intrigued and surprised. How do those cards work? That's how. Vibration, frequency, energy. Because everything is energy. It's just bottom line. It's what everything boils down to. Okay? Sight and light is nothing more than sound moving. Okay? It don't really exist. But I'm going to tell you what do exist. The darkness. It was here first. God said, let there be light. That means darkness was here first. So, with that being said, it has always been darkness. And when you get there, it get really dark. You can get in some dark spaces and places. I done been there. But you gotta get yourself out. Cause you either gonna do one thing, you gonna sink or swim. You gonna shrink or rise. You gonna sit there in that motherfucking dark space, or you gonna figure out how to fucking get out that hole. The choice is yours. Okay? I ain't here to preach to y'all all day. I'm here to actually do a reading, but I had to talk about that. Okay? I was sitting here meditating and thinking about that. So if you feeling small or feeling low, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Because somewhere your soul, your spirit is healing or needing healing in some type of way. And you're going through a life lesson or something, and it's okay. Again, sink or swim, shrink or rise. Sit in that damn black hole or get your ass up and get out. It's simple, really. But only you, collective, only you can do it. Nobody else. Not your mother, not your sisters, not your brothers, not your lovers, not your cousins, not your friends. You. Like the video if you feel me. Okay, so say something, I'm giving up on you. Now, whether you feel this way about yourself, some of us can feel that way. Like, damn, I keep fucking up. I'm just a fuck up. You know, you your own worst enemy. You just don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. You need to really heal that. I've been there to the point where I'm using sex to punish myself with any and everybody, right? I ain't gonna say that because I just ran with it, right? Honestly, though, I was having one night stands. I didn't give a fuck about myself in that way. Like, I was just like young and dumb. And they say when you young and dumb, you full of cum. And I didn't love myself because the things I was going through, people didn't love me. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do me. I'm just gonna have 4 or 5 niggas, and I'm just gonna fuck who I wanna fuck, and not even looking at this as my portal. You feel me? This is a sacred portal right here. Okay? You're not supposed to give that up to everybody. You're not. I didn't look at it like that then when I was younger. You know? I was never a hoe, but I was out here looking for love in all the wrong places, right? Who ain't had a one night stand before? Okay? I have. Never talked to the nigga again. Never had a threesome. Never been out here just sleeping with different people like that. But I've had enough to know in my lifetime that I was doing too much. Okay? Luckily, I ain't never come across anything that I couldn't get rid of, but it's things out here, diseases, STDs, and everything, that you could come in contact with doing shit like that. It's unhealthy, okay? And it's because I was feeling like giving up on myself. It was because, I didn't love myself, and I felt nobody else did. I was punishing myself in a way. Then when I would take showers, I would be scrubbing myself, like just feeling like, and that's the only way to explain it, okay? But I had to come from that. I had to get up off of that mindset, those feelings, that energy. I had to learn how to love myself. I had to learn how to value myself, my body even. You know what I mean? Not give myself away to the point where I've been single for most of my life once I learned that. Like, I'm not about to sit here and do that. I'm not about to sleep with you just because you cute or because you got money. I'm not about to sleep with you just because my friends think you're cute or because you got money. Like, at the end of the day, what is your mentality? Okay, how do you treat people? Where's your soul? Do you believe in God or do you love God? And that type of shit is what I'm on now. You feel me? And I've been on it for a long time. So it was this one point in time when I was younger, though. I was like doing me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But that shit was dead in the water real quick. Once I learned my body is a temple, like the Bible say. You're not supposed to let anybody just up in there. You feel me? Like energy in that portal is sacred, okay? And putting and letting anybody and anything up in there, because some people do it, okay? Not me though, but some people do it. We got people out here fucking animals, okay? Let's be real for a minute. All type of shit, okay? Fucking dead corpses and shit. Like, yeah, that stems from them not really loving themselves, or somewhere down the line back in the days they'd have been hurt, or they just lost respect for themselves and love for themselves and their bodies and their temples. Okay, so they allow these things. Okay, so it's out there, you can Google this shit. Okay, I'm not saying I do all of this, but I'm talking about people in general. Okay, so yeah, don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is reasons why people do this is because they be their own worst enemy. They don't love themselves, or they be giving up on themselves. Okay. So somewhere you got to heal that. Okay. You have to work on that, because if you do not love you, how can you love somebody else? If you're no good for you, how can you be any good for anybody else? Okay. And I'm telling you, that life gonna send you somewhere you probably can't come back from. So you better get it together, and get it together fast. Okay, I'm talking to all my 18, my younger people, 18 plus, but right there at that 18, you know what I mean, your age, because y'all are a little young. You feel me? I was y'all age once, but I'm especially talking to y'all right now. Okay, because you can do some shit when you're young that you will regret later, and you can't take back, because ain't no rewind button, like I told y'all on life. Okay, so yeah, this shit is not a game, okay? Okay? So yeah, strap up. I'm not encouraging none of this. I'm just saying, we can do some dumb things when we're young. There's some things that I regret, some bodies that I'll never touch me today. You know what I mean? Even baby daddies, I would never fuck with them again. You hear me? I regret even giving my virginity up to who I gave it up to. You can choose better, you can do better. And if you know better, you do better, okay? But you have to learn. This is a learning process for all of us. We all go through this learning and living in life. So we got to get there, okay? For those of you who are not there yet, okay? I'm talking to y'all, okay? Sometimes we can experiment with different drugs and things at a young age. We can get, pressured by our peer group, which is our friends, at a certain age. And we be out here doing all type of shit. Me personally, I'm damn near 50, and it's still a lot of things I haven't done. I consider myself very sexually unexperienced, because it's a lot of things I even thought about doing, I never did. You feel me? So, and that's the truth. Like, I'm not gonna say what I'm not gonna do. Never say never, because you never know what you might do, and you never know what might happen to you. So never say never too. You feel me? But I'm just saying, sometimes we do these things because we don't feel love. Okay, but you have to be your own best friend. You have to love yourself, okay? Because sometimes other people that's not loving us, they can see that you treat others how you want to be treated. So if they see you doing that to yourself, guess what? They're gonna mirror that energy back to you. They're not gonna love you because you're not loving yourself. Okay, if you walking around, your teeth all yellow, and I know my teeth fucked up, but I bet you they ain't yellow. Okay, but if you walking around your teeth all yellow, or you're not taking care of yourself, you don't think people notice that? You the only one didn't notice it, because you ain't get your ass up and look in the mirror and say, self, let me take care of you because I love you. You feel me? Let me do your hair. Let me brush your teeth. Let me do some personal hygiene. Let me wash your ass so that we can feel better today, self. Sometimes you have an inner child that you still have to take care of, no matter how old you is. I still have this little girl in me that I still got to take care of. Okay? And I'm half dead. Okay? I'm just saying. Um, you have to love yourself. And sometimes it's other people what they project on you, because they don't love themselves, and then in terms they dogging you or making you feel some type of way about your body, about your appearance or whatever, and it highly affects you. Like, how many of y'all got bullied when y'all was younger, and certain things people said with y'all stuck with y'all, and y'all still remember that shit to this day? How many? Because hurt people hurt people. That person was hurt, so they projected some shit on you, and now you done carried it through life. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. These the type of things y'all need to be working on healing and letting go. Okay, yeah, they hurt you. You are not your past, though. You are not those things that people said about you. And if you feel like you are, then you have the power, keyword, to change it. Some of us don't even know the power that we have. We are very powerful people if we want to be. If we can only come together as one, we can change the world. But that's the only way we're going to be able to do it. I gave up trying to even wake up everybody and all this type of shit because guess what? I realized it was a Martin Luther King, it was a Malcolm X, it was all of these great people before me. Nostradamus, shit. Y'all can name some more. It don't matter. But all these people, geniuses in fact, came before me. And how much of it did they do? Yeah, every little thing matters with whoever try to make an impact or a difference. It do matter because they helped in some type of way. But for the whole world to change, we all as a whole got to come together. And that's going to be very hard to do. But anyway, yeah, so you just have no idea of your power and what you're capable of until you go through things in life, okay? But what I want y'all to take from this reading is you have the power to change your life today, okay? You, no matter what you're going through right now, I don't care. You can stop what you're doing right now and change everything about your life. See, some of us don't know the power we have. We got gifts, spiritual gifts and abilities and powers. We do. But if they always telling us we don't, then you're not going to feel like you do. Let that sink in. I'm going to let y'all think about that for a minute. Then we're going to start this reading. I know it's late, but I had to get all that out. Now, this reading just going to be whatever comes out. I don't know what's going to come out, but I'm going to talk about it. And as it pertains to the reading, we just going to go through it and see what comes out. I don't know. I don't even know how I want to start, but I'm going to start by channeling. I'm going to start with this deck. So let's get it. The Spirit and Universe, I ask that you clear the reading using me as a vessel to clearly and accurately deliver the messages to your collective, whatever you want to come out, whatever you seem fit. Amen. Thank you, and we love you, Spirit. Amen. Again. We have 6 and 7 here. Let's take both. 6 and 7. Now, you can be life path 6 or 7s. You can have this in your chart heavy, or you can have these as birthdays. June and July could be significant, okay? With this card, I see a lot of y'all are very vulnerable, okay? Very vulnerable right now, and looking to God or whatever you believe in spiritually to heal you. You are going through a process, okay? 6s for me brings harmony, okay? Brings healing, okay? It's where there's equal give and take. It's where it's after the bullshit, basically, okay? I'm thinking of all the 6s in tarot. The 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, okay? It's after all the bullshit, I feel. So that's how I look at the number 6, okay? Y'all might look at it different, but you see this guiding light shining down on this person, right? That's heaven. That's God for me. That's source. Some of y'all could feel like only God can save you or only God can heal you at this time. Or you really at a point in life where you are trying to maybe heal things or fulfill a promise maybe that you made to God or accomplish what God promised you. You know, God have made us promises as well, okay? But I feel like y'all are in a healing emotional state here, okay? Um, it's giving me a lot of water from this card too. Y'all can definitely be water signs watching. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces don't have to be, but that's what I'm seeing, okay? I was hearing names, and I did write some down, and I'm hearing a name. That's why it just reminded me. So I was hearing Lily. I got Paul, JoJo, Earl, Becca or Rebecca, Tina, and Tootie. Okay, and I was just hearing John or Jonathan. Okay, I don't know. They might be of significance, dead or alive. So when I look at this card, this is like some of y'all feeling like, how can I heal when I got so much going on? Things just up in the air. Like, and then a lot of y'all, it's like, I feel trying to like be cautious or make something happen, but at the same time, this might be some kind of risk that you probably need to take, or you just feeling like I'm healing in a, okay, it's like this. Like, what I'm seeing is an angel in a world full of demons, okay? Some of y'all feel that way. And we definitely have both here walking the earth, okay? But I feel like no matter what y'all going through, okay? No matter how bad y'all feel, God still sends, I feel, a heavenly creature, whether it's an ancestor, a dead relative, a spirit guide, or just some sort of messenger. Even in the physical world, this could be an average person. We have earth angels. God is sending somebody here to like tell you to like yield or be cautious, right? Are you trying to do this? Okay. That's what it's looking like. It's certain things that might scare y'all. Certain things you're trying to protect yourself from is what I'm seeing here. And it's just like, damn, I feel like some of y'all feel like, damn, I'm doing all this work, trying to stay in balance, right? But it's so many things I could be doing this, like not of the work or not right, right? And it's just like you could feel like like shit is unfair. Like, damn, I'm doing all this work waiting for what God has promised me. But it's other people that's out here doing so much shit and getting away with it. They seem to be the ones reaping the rewards, right? That's what it's giving me here. And you just not feeling like it's fair. I don't know. They say in the Bible, God reigns on the just and the unjust. It's giving me that. God don't discriminate. I can tell you that. He take babies as well as old people. So, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not evil people out here doing bad things and getting highly rewarded, because it is. Okay, I don't know why that is. Why you try to do the right thing and you suffer the most. I don't know why. It seemed like those of light suffers the most. We're waiting on whatever blessings, right? Versus those who out here doing all kind of crazy shit. That's the energy it's giving me. That rewards and actually got something to show for it. It's not fair, okay? And y'all can feel like that. God is saying 8. Look, this is not a coincidence. We have 6 and 7. Now we have 8. So 6, 7, 8 gives me chronological order. So something must go in chronological order. Okay? And I told y'all in my last reading, your life is like a movie from beginning to the end. God push play, not you. God breathes in us and wakes us up every day, not you. So, and when he say it's over, it's over. Okay? When he say push that stop button, it's over. Like, so in that way, I feel like God is in control, has always been in control, and things must play out and go in chronological order. And there's order, okay, amongst the chaos, is what you need to know. There is also an order in which things are done and an order in which God works. So order is what I'm getting right now. And the order has to be right, okay? Order is what makes positive movement forward, if that makes sense. This card number 8. This talks about power, the number 8. This talks about abundance, the number 8. As above, so below. Um, it gives me internal, external too. So some of you guys are trying to like move positive forwardly. Move positively forward. I said it all fucking wrong, right? Somebody gonna want me to finish delivering this message, but I'm getting, you are trying to do the work, trying to like just stay healed in a healing energy, in a light energy, and think positive and optimistic regardless of what you're going through right now. Because you know that that energy keeps you and protects you, right? And helps you to move things forward positively, okay? So that's what's up. I like that. We got boredom and discontent that just came out. This card number 4. Now, some of y'all could be life path 8s, life path 4s, or y'all can have these numbers in y'all birth dates. April could be significant, August as well. Sorry, guys. Hold on. But yeah, some of y'all a little disappointed though, like I said. Disappointed in the way things are going. You know, some of y'all got your head down, y'all upset, feeling like y'all missing something, missing opportunities, or shit just not working out, right? And I get that, okay? That's what I was talking about. Some of y'all could be even comparing your life to others, like I said, to these people that is out here not thinking before they acting, taking all kind of risks and shit like that, right? And I feel like you trying to be strong and you trying to do the right things, but it's just like, okay, like you might be growing bored with this, like being a good person or doing the right thing, right? You getting bored with that shit because you feeling like, okay, where is it getting me? Okay, that's the energy it's giving me, and you could be feeling a little disappointed. Is the word I'm hearing. And I was hearing this word earlier. You could be still feeling a little disconnected, okay? Disappointed, disconnected, still feeling voids and like something is missing or just not right, okay? That's the energy that is giving me. And some of y'all, is somebody else here that you also feel disconnected from, okay? Shadow. Didn't I say y'all got to do the work? So I'm getting this back and forth tug of war with you and others. And the way I'm seeing this is you trying, it's a tug of war with your good and bad self. It's right here, your light and dark self. And also with those who are, you know, again, with yourself, I'm seeing this because again, you want to be this light body, maybe even a light worker, want to be of light, but you have this shadow energy too. And this is like, damn, this card number 9, by the way. You like, damn, like, that's why I say energy fluctuate back and forth. That's what I was talking about, this scale, right? Um, it's been a tug of war. When it comes to thyself and you giving up on yourself because you've been going through so much and you're tired. It's like, I'm tired of being this light body, this light being, doing the right things, and I'm still dealing with all this shit. It's the energy it's giving me. I'm tired of being this positive person, always being inspiring, always being positive and optimistic, and I'm still dealing with hell, okay? It's just like, damn, right? So I'm seeing this tug of war with self. I'm seeing this with somebody else even here, like you and somebody else going back and forth, always arguing, not getting along, fighting. It's a tug of war here with y'all. Power struggles, not seeing eye to eye. And then I'm seeing this with God. But in this case, you are the shadow, and God is always light. So don't get that part twisted. So when I see this with God, it's just like, you already feeling defeated. You already feeling like you're not good enough for God or to make it to heaven or whatever. You already feeling like, damn, unworthy is what I'm hearing. So it's the battle. Are you going to accept me or not? Are you there for me or not? Why have you forsaken me? I'm not hearing from you. I'm not seeing you or your works in my life. What's going on, God? Some of y'all could be asking those questions. This is a lot of indecisive energy, back and forth energy. So yeah, I'm getting this affecting some of y'all mentally. Okay. So this is mental indecisiveness, like not knowing what to think. Okay, and then that affects when your mind ain't right, your money ain't right, your life ain't right. And let me break it down to you. When your mind ain't right, y'all know they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. When your mind not right, you can't function right. Okay, so when your mind all over the place and going back and forth, you changing your mind. You might have said you ain't gonna do this, but you do it. You might have even said you ain't gonna talk to this person, but you talk to him. You might even said you was gonna stop doing this, but you do it again. Okay, y'all get what I'm saying, right? So you need to stabilize your thoughts, your mind, your mentality first. It needs order, says God. Some of y'all mentally, mind and thoughts running amok is what I'm hearing. And I don't know if this is because you want to hear from God or whatever you believe in spiritually. For me, it's God. You could be mad at God. And it's okay to be mad at God. I'm going to say that because I've been through some shit in life that had me mad at God. To the one point where I actually felt I have cursed God or been cursed by God. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. Is that the case? Is that the case? I won't know until I die. But what I can tell y'all is God created me with these feelings and emotions, so he said it's okay for me to have them. Because if not so, he wouldn't have created me with them. Okay? So, with that being said, I've been there where I've been so angry and upset and mad at God. And afterwards, I had to ask for forgiveness because I realized, who the fuck am I? I'm just an ant versus God being a human being. You know how little ants is? We are that little to God. So, and sometimes we might feel like we're unimportant to God because we that little. But we still acknowledge the ants, right? So what makes you think God don't still acknowledge you? You don't know. They say in the Bible, God's thoughts are not ours. So tell me why human beings are always trying to know they know what God wants, says, and thinks. You don't. It's always a human being out there that think they know what God wants or God is thinking or what God says, right? And some of us can't hear from God. I'm not going to lie. But to completely know what God wants, says, and thinks, nah, I'm not buying what they selling. So yeah, some people can talk to God. If you could talk to, see, and this is my thing. People always, oh, you're going to hell for that. You're evil and this the devil and all that bullshit, right? But at the same time, again, God created me. He knew what I was going to do before I do it, right? Some people knew I was going to do this before I did it. I didn't even know what they were saying. I know now. And I pray God have mercy on my soul. This is the realest shit I ever said. And I'm telling y'all this. This is a true story. I pray God have mercy on my soul if I'm not supposed to be doing it because I'm doing it. Okay? And I feel like this is my life calling. So, have mercy on my soul. And I pray I don't go to hell if there's a hell. And hopefully there's still a heaven somewhere in hell for a G. Okay? But anyway, um, God said, take a moment. I need a moment, guys. But yeah, God created me like this. So I've been mad at God before. I have a personal relationship with God so strong and so much, very much like I have it with other people. Like God will be a person sitting right next to me. Like I talk to God like that, and it's the only way I know to talk to God. I've always talked to God like that since I was young. Okay, hoping and wishing He's listening. Anyway, or she. Anyway, I have to ask for forgiveness after I've been upset and mad and angry with God. But again, very real thing, very real feelings. It's okay. Okay. What people fail to realize is God made both those that are holy and those that are evil. God created all things, right? God created the good and the bad. So how are you gonna be mad at me for feeling it or thinking it or even embodying the energies when He created me with both? He created us all with both. So don't let that shit go over your head. But this is the nine again. Nines are about completions. So you just over it. You just over something. You could be ready to give up on something. Yeah. Heavily picking that up. What's at the bottom of the deck? Material and spiritual prosperity. Another six. See, we started with a six. We're going to end with a six. But this is about you getting what you want. Being happy and content. And you see source back there, that sunlight, that sun back there, it's right here too. So I'm here to tell you, and I feel like telling you, that it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to even have those tug of wars that you have with yourself, with others, and with God. Just don't give up, because it's not until you give up until you fail. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? It's not until you give up that is when you fail. And some people might fall, but get back up. Okay, and if you have given up, because it's not too late to pick up whatever it is and start over. You know, that's like falling and getting back up. If you the person that feel like you got to the point where you gave up, okay, trust me, I felt this way. I've been in the darkest of places, so I've had to feel this way, right? And it make me mad with my mom sometimes. She be telling me, "Oh, I never felt like that. I never got to." Well, I think you the strongest person I know then. My mom is the strongest person I know if she ain't lying about that. You feel me? But anyway, I've felt like that before. And it's okay. But I don't feel like you should give up on yourself. And I don't think you should just lay there in the dark, in the dumps, in the, you know, because if you get up, it's still possible for you to see positive movement forward. If you give up, it's still possible that you can still have the material and spiritual prosperity that you seek, the harmony, the balance that you seek in life. But if you give up, then of course you're going to never see it come into fruition. So, yeah. Give me a card for my collective and myself. See that card's out. The death card. Y'all like batshit crazy. And you looking like it, some of y'all. Like I said, get up and do your hair no matter what you feeling like. Maybe you ready to throw the towel in. Okay? Because this is the death card. Don't do that. Pray. Prayer works for me. Okay? I used to do all this stuff like candles, use sage, light incense. I still would. I don't got nothing against that. To me, they're just other tools. But prayer been the number one tool I always used in my life, and it got me almost, 50 years. So I strongly and heavily believe in that, and I feel like if that ain't got me this far, why change it up or switch it up and do something different? Prayer is powerful. Say something, I'm giving up on you. You felt like that about yourself, and don't tell me you haven't, because the death card is here. And I said, give me a card for self, for my collective. Some of y'all are feeling so ugly inside, so destructive inside, so dirty, so evil, so mean, and this not even you. It's just the things that then changed you, right? Because death also means change. You won't change, and it made you like this. Because again, I feel like you've been putting in the work. You've been waiting for God's promises, and some of y'all could feel doomed. Like maybe I'm destined to go to hell. With the way this person look, they look crazy as hell. I just go off the pictures. This ain't me just saying this. Y'all see this shit. This is somebody looking crazy. They also reminded me of the Grand Reaper. Like, come on now. Y'all could be feeling and thinking about even doing this to somebody else. Don't do not. Okay, it's consequences and repercussions, and a lot of people don't think about that shit until they finally hit with some shit. Don't do that. It's imperative that some of y'all think before y'all act. Some of y'all probably even feel this way about God. Like, I don't know if I have faith anymore with the death card here. You could be changing, like maybe I'm atheist right now. I don't know, but I'm getting at. Um, I don't even know what to say about this energy for y'all, for itself. Let me see what God want to say about this. What do God want to say about this for my collective and how they feel? Five of Pentacles. I feel like God is saying, I got you. I'm with you. Okay, because I'm looking at this couple kissing. God is saying, I love you. You are never left out in the cold. This is the Five of Pentacles. You are never doing things by yourself. I'm here with you. That's what God's saying. God is acknowledging you feeling left out in the cold. With the Five of Pentacles, that's what God got to say about it. And I'm just noticing how they kissing them. So God is kissing you. And acknowledging your feelings. So God is not ignoring how you feel. Very aware of how you feeling. That's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That go God right there. God is always the sun for me. That's life. That's vitality. God is calling you my son, my daughter, male or female, with the sun at the bottom of the deck. I'm here with you again, kissing. I don't know why, but some of y'all, I'm seeing God intimately kissing you. So that must mean you special in some type of way or mean something to God. God is saying, look at the bright side of things with the sun here. Don't feel like you're alone. I'm with you. Try your best to be happy and embodying these energies of the sun, okay? Because that's what God is saying to you. I love that. Because not only is God acknowledging your feelings, but he is also kissing you and saying it's going to be all right. The sun card is the best card in the deck to get. And God is giving it to you, collective, to tell you that you will have a happy outcome. No matter what you're going through. You'll see. That's what God is saying with the sun card. You'll see. So I hope that helps somebody here today. Let me go to if you're feeling like this about somebody else, because I'm going to keep that out here. Because it's all about you at the end of the day. But how you feel about others around you. Whether it's a lover, your family, somebody else. The Four of Swords. So, You feel like you need a break from them. You haven't been talking to them. The sword is down. Some of y'all haven't been fucking. You haven't been fucking with them. I'm hearing no oral sex. Somebody just, okay, I'm fucking, but I'm not having no oral sex. Okay, TMI. But anyway, Four Swords is saying that you really been thinking about these people in the past and how you've hurt and how they've hurt you. And you just been laying at night thinking about it. You could also be, this is my Four Swords card, and the one I'm seeing is in my Wider Waite Tarot deck where, this person looks like they're in a casket, and then with the death card here, some of y'all feeling like, taking some of these people out. I must be honest, I must be real, and I'm going to tell y'all what I see. I see this. Some of y'all want to do something to some of these people. Let's see what God got to say about that. But others, I feel like y'all not fucking with them. Y'all not talking to them. Y'all need time, space away from them. This card sticking out. This is what God got to say about it. Six of Wands. Damn. God is saying seek help. Okay? That is the card of somebody for me who wants attention, love to get attention and all this shit. God is saying seek help. Or just pay attention to these feelings. Right? God wants you to acknowledge these the same people that, might have put you on a pedestal. Or it might be the ones you need to take off a pedestal in some type of way. But this card is giving me the animals on the farm, like the goat, the sheep, the pig, and how different they is and stuff like that, right? So God is saying everybody's different. Everybody's different. But it's something God is trying to get your attention on when it comes to these other people or this other person, whoever this somebody else is for you. Y'all different is what God is saying. King of Cups. God is saying y'all different. Maybe some of y'all need to get help because y'all emotions and feelings. The King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. God is saying you need to heal those emotions or deal with those emotions. And how you feel about other people or somebody else here. Some of y'all actually need to get help for this. Okay, because I'm getting, y'all got a lot of emotions and feelings with the King of Cups. And that's bottled up. And maybe some of y'all need to talk to these people in maybe a loving way and tell them how you feel. That's what God is saying. But don't talk to them if you're not grounded emotionally. Okay? Where that death card at? They telling me I'll put it back. Let me take it back out. That quick. Wow. There they go. Yeah, I can't even find it right now. But if it's meant to come out, it'll come out. But keep in mind the death card was already out here. Let's look at why you feel like this about God or whatever you believe in spiritually. I kind of already know because of what you've been going through and feeling. But again, it's okay. But you definitely need to, heal that. Talk to God. God will give you clarity. The Nine of Cups. So with the death card out here, it's like you feel like when it comes to God or whatever you believe in spiritually, you're just tired of it. You done overindulged in this, whatever this is with the Nine of Cups, right? Like, if it's your spiritual work, your spiritual path, I'm getting you done loved it. You done treated it. It's been sweet to you. You done overindulged in this, but you just tired of it. You ready to put an end to it, maybe. And maybe you feeling like this because you're not getting the rewards, okay? With the Nine of Cups, you're not getting your wishes fulfilled. God is not giving you what he promised with the wish fulfillment card out here. And I'm getting you just tired. Something you could feel like made you crazy. Did y'all see that death card? That person looked almost possessive or obsessed. Some of y'all could feel like I need to stop doing this. I need to stop looking into this because maybe I'm obsessed and possessed and got an entity in me, like people say, right? Come on now. Some people just say stuff. But if you really feel like that, yeah, maybe you should look into it. Hire a professional to help you, okay? I'm not no professional anything, but I'm here to listen and talk to you and speak with you. My email is always in the about section. But some of y'all could feel like that. And I could see how y'all feel like that because so many people speak things and put it on you because they fear what they don't understand. Don't mean it's true. Okay? But the Nine of Cups is telling me that you want something from God. And God is not giving it to you right now. So you're just ready to give up on it or quit or stop, whatever that is that you've been doing for God, right? Because you're not getting your wish fulfillment from it. What's at the bottom of the deck? Seven of Cups. God is saying that's your choice. It's your choice. God saying I got something sweet for you, but it's your choice. With the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. And then when you put this together, this Cups energy, God is acknowledging your emotions again and how you feel. But the Six of Cups is here as well. The Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups giving me the Six of Cups as well. So God is saying, basically, miss me with all that. No, I'm just playing. No, but for real. God is saying, I miss you. Okay? So God is saying it's your choice. But if you want to leave me, you gonna miss me or I might miss you. Good morning. Okay, so take what resonates. Is either God saying you gonna miss me when you gone or I'm gonna miss you when you gone. But it's here. But God wants you to know that he loves you or she loves you. Okay? And it's okay to like feel what you're feeling. It's okay. Because it's giving me the energy of somebody. And in the Six of Cups energy, somebody is really stuck there reminiscing and thinking a lot, right? Feeling grief or whatever. Right? God is telling me like that you still connected to me. Like we still family with this Nine of Cups and Seven of Cups. It don't just give me the Six of Cups, but the Ten of Cups in there somewhere too. So God is saying, we still family, but it's your choice. The choice is yours. That's where free will come in at. Seven of Cups. This is always to somebody, God is saying you always confused. These is confused emotions though. You're emotionally confused, God is saying. But it's okay. Okay, because some of y'all are dealing emotions and feelings from a past life. Or these are things from your past that you've been going through. So, yeah. Give me one more card. The Chariot. God says, hey, it's okay. Feel it, heal it, and move forward. The Chariot. God is like, again, kissing y'all. I'm feeling a very intimate connection with somebody here in God. Like, literally. It's almost, it don't, okay. You ever had your kid kiss you in the lips? And they say don't do that, okay? But still, some kids do that and some parents do that. And it don't mean nothing. That's how I'm seeing God kiss you. It's very intimate, but at the same time, it's just, I love you, okay? So I feel like God want me to say that and stressing that. The Chariot is moving forward, okay? It's about forward movement. We already got that out here. So that is God saying, this too shall pass. Um, as it pertains to the paths, God wants you guys to be on the same page, but God is acknowledging some of y'all are going different ways, okay? But I'm also getting with the Chariot, there is no wrong way to get to the finish line or to to what's destined for you or get to the end line. Because I'm seeing a race and somebody getting to the end goal or the end of the race, right? So God's saying there's no wrong way. There's no wrong way, okay? There's plenty of options, plenty of roads to get there to this house or whatever, if that makes sense. Y'all might understand it better that way. But we have the Chariot here. At the bottom of the deck, we had a Queen of Swords. So that's somebody who still not talking, okay? Is very intelligent, very smart, right? That's you. That's how God feel about you. Also, that's somebody that's setting boundaries. So it's almost like God is seeing you on the path, setting boundaries, feeling emotional, going through things with family and family situations, things from your past, and being confused and just being all over the place and having multiple options and multiple avenues and different roads you can take. But ultimately, God is saying, you'll still end up here. Chariot is positive movement forward. We have that out here twice. You know how they say, in my Father's house there are many mansions, and I come there. I go there to prepare a place for you. This is God waiting on you to get there. Okay? I don't know. I just feel like that. I ain't going to say that's for everybody, but you will know. But one thing I see is a lot of emotions and feelings here, and God is acknowledging that. Some of y'all need to have some emotional intelligence here when it comes to God. Okay? Again, and that's like when I was saying like our thoughts are not God's thoughts, but God definitely works in mysterious ways. I can't even tell you all of what God is thinking or saying, but this is what I see and feel. Okay. um the Queen of Swords really don't take no shit, and I see her as Storm, like X-Men. This gives me Storm. Like if you only never played video games, you probably wouldn't know who Storm is, but it's a gray-haired woman. She represents a storm, and I was just talking about that earlier, right? But Storm goes through causing storms or causing even stopping storms as well. So again, you have the power. It's giving me X-Men, He-Man shit. I have the power. So yeah, some of y'all, God is giving you some sort of power here, and you don't even know it. Whatever that power is strongly connected with emotions and feelings with all this cups energy out here. So the Queen of Swords, I see her all the time with this sword up, even if she not speaking or talking, right? That's just how I see her. And she's always ready to go to war. Okay, I feel like the Queen of Swords more ready to go to war than the King of Swords, honestly. And them the knights you really just don't want to fuck with. I mean, well, I'm thinking about the knight now, the Knight of Swords. That's the one capable of starting a war, right? But intelligent enough to know to pick and choose the battles. So yeah, pick and choose what battles you have with God. Some of y'all just got this cold energy because y'all coming out as the ice king or queen when it comes to God. But God, like, okay, I get it because of the past, because of your family, because of the different things you got going on. But move forward, move past it. It'll be all right. And I know I say that, but the chariot proves that. Speaking of the King of Swords, I just seen him in the Six of Cups. But anyway, let's see what blessings is coming in for y'all, collective. What blessings is coming towards my collective? This is a healing channel at the end of the day. I know I play. I know I be messy sometimes. And I know I get on here and talk a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, I'm here to help and heal people in however I can. So if anything in this video resonated, I ask that you guys like the video and subscribe. A blessing on your creativity. For some of y'all doing something very creative, okay? Trying to put it out there into the world. It's going to be a blessing when it comes to that, okay? A blessing on a resolution. So if y'all having difficulties or fights and arguments, or if you at a point where you're just dealing with something that you don't like, she's very upset, then it's going to be a resolution to that, okay? You'll figure it out. I'm getting a solution to a problem here. A blessing to heal a relationship. So yeah, if you're going through something with somebody, and I seen that, it will be healed, okay? A situation you think is dead will be healed, okay? When it comes to a specific relationship for some of y'all. A peace of mind. So some of y'all gonna get a peace of mind here. That's what y'all want. It's coming. These are the ones coming in. A good man or father. Now who praying for a man? Okay, he coming. He gonna be a good man or a father to your kids if you had kids. Let me see what he might look like. He might have long hair. I'm getting brown hair. Seeing green or blue eyes for somebody here. But yeah, I'm getting a lighter skin tone no matter the race. Yeah, this can't be for me because I like mine black, but I'm just saying. You can't just don't have no type like me, y'all, because yeah, that just mess up everything. But I'm seeing this star here, right? It's written in the stars for some of y'all. It just caught my eye. This person could be actually a star, or somebody that's a very local celebrity, very well known. I'm getting, for some of y'all, that's going to be our king or queen because I'm noticing this crown here. So, lastly, we got just peace after a battle. So, yeah, it's giving, y'all just really want peace. Y'all want peace in life. And God is definitely going to bring you that in some type of way. At the bottom of the deck, blessings on your intuition. Some of y'all might feel intuitively blocked. It can cause confusion. You cannot know what to do. But listen to your intuition because 9 times out of 10, those are your answers. But we ignore them, right? We fight against them, right? I have a hard time, and I used to be so bad with this, believing in what's coming from within me versus somebody else. Like I used to be so bad that I would always listen to other people, never myself. I had so much I guess, knowledge and wisdom from other people, but never listening to myself. To it got to a point where I didn't even believe in myself. So that caused me to not listen to my intuition. Of course, I'm here, so y'all know I'm listening now, right? But at one point, I didn't. I learned that if you just listen to your intuition the first time, don't go back on it. Because sometimes we could be confused, that tug of war that we was talking about earlier. Because you're going to regret it 9 times out of 10 when you do that. I've done it, so I can speak on it. So 9 times out of 10, your intuition gonna tell you what's right. We built with it. It's a gift. God, just like God built women's bodies to make milk for babies, He built us with these gifts. And certain people tap in, tune in more than others. So that's why they call us all of these names. But whatever. Um, I can't make this shit up. That's what I got for y'all. Again, I hope it helped y'all in some type of way. I hope now y'all soul can stop crying. I hope y'all can heal and find a peace of mind that y'all so desperately yearn for. Because I do feel like y'all desperately yearning for it. Okay? Try not to look at other people too and what they got and how they got it and be angry and upset about it. Because God worked with all of us different. He blessed us all in different ways and at different times. Okay? So be patient and keep the faith. Until the next one. I love y'all. Peace.